Welcome, gorehounds, horror enthusiasts, gamers, and every person who just thought, you know what, The Walking Dead just kicks that much fucking ass. This is Alpha Omega Sin, with a very special unboxing. So special that he does the fucking wave. Look at this shit. It's fucking amazing. It's like magic. So, I went and I picked up something pretty gosh darn awesome for PS3. And if you couldn't tell by the title and everything like that, it's The Walking Dead Collector's Edition for PS3. Now, as many of you know, I'm a big fan of survival horror. I like horror movies. I, well, naturally like comic books. And, well, quite frankly, this is right up my alley. So, let's go and have a gander at this. As you can see, it looks pretty damn good. The crazy thing about it is the sheer size of this. This is like holding a board game box. It's massive. Whenever I picked up, I was like, dear fucking god, that's huge. That's what she said. And on the back, as you can see, it's pretty much, you know, what's inside, which is the game and the book and everything, talking about the series and the awards that it won, rightfully so, because, well, TellTale Games did a super good job with this. Now, the cover of this I like a lot because it's the same cover to the game itself. Now, this is a slipcover, so I'm going to go and take this off. And set that over there. And you get some more art, which this is like the traditional art right here that you would normally see on the game. On the back, TellTale Games logo. Looks pretty gosh darn cool. So, let's go and lift that off. Dun, 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 dun. And inside, we have The Walking Dead Compendium #1. Now, if you're wondering what exactly is that, well, it is going to be a lot of reading. That's what it's going to be. I've been meaning for a very long time. I'm gonna set that down there. To pick up the Walking Dead books. Now, you know, they have the traditional single issues and everything, but then they'll also have collected editions, but then every so often certain companies, Image being the one who puts out the Walking Dead comics, they will put out a compendium or an omnibus, and it's pretty much a shitload of comics. I believe that there's 41 of the comics in here. I can actually check on the back here, because I believe it says so. No, my mistake, 48 issues. Okay, so not 41. So, the first 48 issues of The Walking Dead are all compiled right into this big-ass book right here. Now, this, unlike the regular Compendium 1, has its own exclusive art that was only included with this game. So comic book nuts and everything will pretty much go crazy for something like this. It looks fantastic though, just because of the fact that, I mean, the Walking Dead comics are black and white comics to begin with, but since this is like an all-black book and everything's done in white and gray, you know, it makes all the undead pop quite a bit. It looks really badass, and then the Walking Dead logo and some of the other text being in, you know, blood red, blood ocean. Looks pretty cool. Let's see what it says on the back here. The world we knew is gone. The world of commerce and frivolous necessity has been replaced by a world of survival and responsibility. An epidemic of apocalyptic, haha, fucking up words there, proportions has swept the globe, causing the dead to rise and feed on the living. In a matter of months, society has crumbled. No government, no grocery stores, no mail delivery, no cable TV. In a world ruled by the dead, we are forced to finally start living. The special edition of Compendium 1 collects issues 1 through 48 of the acclaimed zombie hit, and is only available with Collector's Edition of the Walking Dead video game from TellTale Games. So, that is pretty damn cool, and naturally, me being a fucking weirdo, new book smell! I love new book smell, I really do, and it is freaking massive. I'll try to go and open up to a pretty good page. Here, we have an ass whooping going on. So let's open up to the ass whooping. Now, naturally with a book of this size, you always want to be careful because, I mean, as you can see, lots of pages, you don't want to go and fuck up the spine of it. So, there is going to have to be some care taken with it, or else, you know, things are going to get all meshed up. Yeah, more ass whoopings going on. Trying to find a part with zombies. There we go. Here. We have a zombie getting an axe right to the face. It's like, well, I punched it. It wasn't going down. Axe to the face. Fuck you. I axed you something. Axed you something hard. But this is fantastic. I really, really love seeing stuff like this because, well, quite frankly, I prefer all of my comics to be collected together, which is why I have so many graphic novels. That's actually where I have the camera sitting right now, is on my comic book shelf, and it's sitting up with all my Batman comics at the moment. So this pretty much is going to be, you know, right at home with everything else. Normally I keep all of the stuff that I get in my video game collector's editions inside the box, but this will be one of those exceptions because I want to have it out so I can read it and everything. Plus it belongs with the comics, damn it. So yeah, and if you haven't seen the TV show, you know, it's pretty much exactly as it said on the back of the book. Basically, you know, Z-Day approaches and everything, and it's all about people just trying to survive. But, you know, it isn't like a real big focus on them versus zombies. It's actually like a big focus on the people, all the trials and tribulations that they go through. You know, there's lots of backstabbing, there's lots of drama and shit like that, but it's done really, really well. And then the fact that you have them in a no-win situation, damn near, just adds to it. Plus, tons of undead and gore and shit. It's very, very cool. You know, and this is kind of nice to go and pick up and play, considering that they fucking left us at a cliffhanger. Those motherfuckers aren't even making new episodes till February? Fuck you! Why would you do that? That is terrible. Oh, that's like blue balling an entire audience across the entire fucking planet. It's terrible. But, sincerely, if you are a fan of the show, check out the comics. I've actually come across people that have been into the TV show, had no clue that there was comics. I'm like, what do you think it was based on? That's like watching Batman movies, not realizing that it's based on comics. Oh, I'm a big fan of The Watchmen. That movie's awesome. Did you read the fucking graphic novel? What? I'm like, that's what it's based on, you fucker. But yeah, read up on this stuff. Very fucking cool. I think that if you didn't feel like picking up the game and collector's edition and all that shit, you can actually pick up the book. Like this compendium, you can get it for like $30 to $40, somewhere around there. And that's brand new, and that's online, so, you know, there's that. But if you want to pick up like a physical copy of the game and the book at the same time because you want both like me, then something like this is very cool. So we got that, and might as well show the game itself. Now, the game itself has the same exact cover that the graphic novel does, and, you know, limited edition art and all that. It says collector's edition at the bottom, so you know it's a collector's edition. But the game itself isn't different whatsoever from, you know, the regular just standalone game that you can go and pick up in stores and everything. But I've played the first 3 episodes of this. Then when I found out that they were making a collector's edition, you know, and they were going to be printing this onto disc and whatnot, I was like, holy shit, well, I have to go and hold off on that, so I haven't gone to play the other episodes. But, basically this is a point-and-click style adventure game. And the cool thing about it is all the decisions that you make throughout the game are going to, you know, there's going to be repercussions for everything that you do. You know, events will fucking occur because of what you decide to do, who you let live, who you let die, and things like that. What you say to certain people, what items you bring somewhere. You know, and that's the kind of game I like because that's replay value right there. This is very, very story heavy, and there isn't a whole lot of action. So, you know, if you're looking for something where you're just like running around shooting the shit out of fucking undead and everything with sprinkles of story, this is not it. This is genuinely all story driven. But if you're an RPG enthusiast like me, this is kind of shit that you look for. Granted, it's not an RPG, but that's the main reason why I usually play role-playing games, is because of story. A really great game. If you've ever played some of their other games, like they did, you know, the Monkey Island games, they did Back to the Future and whatnot, this to me is their best work. I just, you know, absolutely love what the fuck they did there. it's very cool. You know, top line voice acting, the art style looks very cool. It's kind of weird though, because everything should look, you know, in color and whatnot. But and it's its own unique story. That's one of the things I liked about it as well. So that also makes it something worth playing through and seeing, because it's not a, you know, adaptation of the show or the comics or anything. It's its own thing. So you know, if you like the Walking Dead comic, you like the show, I can highly suggest this to you. Go and open this up so you can see what it looks like in there. That's like what the regular cover usually looks like, but then you got the disc right there. And then on the back, didn't even realize it's like, not for resale. Fuck you, I'll go and resell this if I want to. Ha ha ha. But I won't, because I love keeping my stuff, because I hate having to go and rebuy it anyway. So yeah, got Compendium 1, got the game, and got a gigantic box with a pretty sweet looking slipcover. Gonna have to find somewhere to display the box, because I mean, it's a work of art. To me, something like this, it looks absolutely fantastic. Alright, I didn't even get to show you guys the side. So, not very exciting, but I failed to do that. So, as you can see, it's pretty much the same on both sides. But I was very excited about the announcement of it so much. I mean, I made a video, you know, a little while back going and talking about them announcing it. So, because I thought it was going to just remain like a digital-only game, just for download and whatnot. So, it's just very cool that they went and got that. So, yeah. And this is kind of stuff I'd like to see. I wish that anything that was comic book related, they would include like comic books and everything like that, just because that's a good way to get it out there. You know, if with Arkham City they include all the, like the Game of the Year edition, they have Arkham City comics based off of it, they could include that in there. So this is something maybe all other comic book companies, you know, for Marvel Comics and DC Comics and everything, include some of the comics in a limited edition. That'd be very cool. But anyway, I love this a lot. I really do. I highly recommend it again. So, if you're a fan of Walking Dead, check it out and all the other good stuff. So, I'll go and conclude this. Like always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, and undead fans, game the fuck on and eat the flesh of the dead so that you can continue going and devouring brains. Because that's what we do. We're zombies. And all the other good shit. Yeah!